Hello, hello, my friends. I have a Bath & Body Works candle haul for you today. Now, over the last 2 weekends, they ran some pretty decent candle sales. I know around Valentine's Day, they were running a buy one, get one free, and I also had a 20% off coupon, so I went ahead and purchased a couple of candles during that time. And then last weekend during President's Day, they had a $14.95 sale, but there was also another 20% coupon that popped up online, and I just happened to be going shopping, or I was in an area where there was a Bath & Body Works, so I was able to place a buy online, pick up in store order. And then also I had 3 candles in my collection from Candle Day 2023. They were unburned, but I just happened to change my mind about them, so I went ahead and exchanged them. So there's just a few candles here to talk about. I've got 6 of them here total. 2 of them I have had in my collection in the past. A couple of them smell a little bit familiar to me. And then one actually caught me really by surprise how much I liked it. So let's not waste any more time. Let's go ahead and get into this candle haul. A warm welcome real quick. If you are new to my channel, hi, I'm Katie. I love to talk about all things candles here on my channel. I do empties, I do dedicated reviews, I do hauls, and everything in between. So if you find yourself wanting to stick around for more of my content, make sure you hit the subscribe button. Now, let's go ahead and talk about these candles. So the first candle that I'm going to talk about, nobody's going to be surprised to see in my collection because I actually already briefly touched on this candle in my video earlier this week where I was giving a post-burn review of Country Candles Carrot Cake, and I compared it to this candle here. This is Sweet Carrot Cake. Now, this is the candle that I did go ahead and purchase last weekend on the $14.95 sale because Bath & Body Works has lost their minds with this $32.95 price tag. The fragrance notes on Sweet Carrot Cake are sweet cream cheese frosting, fluffy carrot cake, and cinnamon spice. Now, I had this last year in the packaging. I think it was called Somebody Loves You. That was kind of like the other packaging. It does come with this beautiful embossed lid on here. So I talked about in that carrot cake review video that this fragrance to me is very cream cheese forward with some of that spice and carrot cake note in the background. It says cinnamon spice in here, and I do detect some cinnamon, but this is just like a nice, beautiful blend of frosting and spice cake. I know a lot of people have smelled this. It's been around. This is not a brand new fragrance to Bath & Body Works, but it is one that I love. I love to pick it up every Easter season. I was waiting for it to come back in stock. Now, if you did not catch that carrot cake video, I know not everybody watches every single video of mine. The one thing I will say about this vessel compared to the other ones that I have, this jar is weightier, definitely, and the lid is definitely like, I feel like you could repurpose this as like a coaster or something like that in your home. It's really cute and pretty, but it's much heftier than say one of these other ones that I can lift up. So one of the things that I do think about that is that I have already burned this candle, and I find that I think that it burns a little bit hotter than in years past. I feel like this is one that I need to extinguish after about 2.5 hours because it does start to take on kind of like a burned note to it. Kind of like, I describe it as like wildfire burning, not like burning food. But regardless, a very cream cheese forward fragrance. If you want to compare this to Country Candles' new carrot cake fragrance, go ahead and check out that review. I will have it linked in the description box down below for you. And I think maybe I'll go ahead and link it at the end of this video too, just in case you want my thoughts about that. Sorry if you hear that like scratching noise. I have them in the, what are they? What are these things? They're like cardboard holders. I'm drawing a blank on it right now, but I have it in one of those containers right now. All right, another fragrance, nobody will be surprised that I purchased another one of these to have as a backup. This is Pink Lavender and Espresso. We all know this was one of my favorite fragrances in 2023. I mentioned in my candle wish list video that I did want to purchase another one of these on backup. Now, being that I have this channel, I have explained that oftentimes I need to prioritize my monthly candle budget, usually to purchasing new products, and that doesn't always leave a lot of money left over for backups of some of my favorite fragrances. But this was a candle that, again, I bought it on the buy one, get one free and the 20% coupon. I figured that I could fork out the $12 to have another one of these in my backup stash. I am currently burning one of these, as well as I bought the Lavender Marshmallow. I think it was like in that candy shop collection around Christmas time. So I've been burning the two of those. So this one is probably going to stay in my collection for a later date because this is typically like a spring. I like burning this fragrance around this time of year. But it's one that I definitely wanted to keep in my collection just in case Bath & Body Works doesn't bring it back, because I know I love it so much. Speaking of that candle wish list video, I did purchase 2 candles that were on that wish list. One of them was Vanilla Coconut Surf. So the fragrance notes on Vanilla Coconut Surf are sweet vanilla, coconut waves, and beech wood. So this fragrance, to me, obviously just the name appealed to me because I do tend to like coconut fragrances in the summertime. And I'm gonna tell you, this fragrance to me on cold sniff reminds me an awful lot of last year's Santorini Coast. So if you liked that fragrance, I don't know if this is exactly a repackage. I'm always hesitant to call something like a complete repackage, but it smells very, very similar to me. And I think that if you like that fragrance, I did, then you would like this one. I generally like to pair fragrances like this. I find them to be very versatile. I can burn them with more sweet, like fruity cocktail drinks. I can also burn a fragrance like this, believe it or not, with a fragrance like a gardenia type of note, something that's maybe a little bit more floral or tropical. I find that this just lends like it's a musky coconut type of smell. Very natural, like it's not, this is not your overly sweetened fruity cocktail type of drink. It's very beachy, musky, kind of earthy coconut, but I really, really like it. So I had my eye on this one for a while. I've smelled it a couple of times going into Bath & Body Works, but I was just waiting for a good sale. And so sure enough, that is one that I went ahead and purchased. So those 3 candles that I just showed you right now, those were the 3 that I actually purchased. I bought one, like I said, on the $14.95 sale, and then the buy one, get one free. I got the Pink Lavender Espresso and the Vanilla Coconut Surf. Now let's go ahead and talk about fragrances that I went ahead and exchanged. So I exchanged 3 candles. 2 were in the same fragrance. So I had purchased during Candle Day during 2023. I bought In the Stars. I bought 2 of those, and then I also had bought multiples of the pistachio, what is it? Vanilla? No, toasted vanilla. Pistachio and toasted vanilla and pistachio. I always get that mixed up, you guys, but I think you guys all know what fragrance I'm talking about. I think it's pistachio and toasted vanilla. Now, I had, I think, 3 of those in my collection. I did decide to go ahead and exchange one of them just because the burn on it has not been the greatest for me. In fact, as I'm filming this video, I'm actually burning one of those in one of the bedrooms in my house, and it's giving me those like puny wicks. It's definitely slowing down the burn. And so I thought, you know what? I feel like I can go ahead and exchange one of those. So the fragrances that I exchanged them for, this was another one that was on my candle wish list. This is Coconut Pina Colada. So the fragrance notes on Coconut Pina Colada are coconut milk, blended pineapple, and a splash of rum. Now that made me a little bit nervous when I saw it on the website. I don't always necessarily love the way that Bath & Body Works does boozy notes, but I am happy to tell you that in this fragrance, I definitely smell coconut and pineapple. That is definitely, now if you want fruity cocktail drink, this is gonna be your girl right here. I really, really like this. I have a friend that I think might like this one too. I have a friend, Katie, and she loves like pineapple and pineapple fragrances in particular. But this is nice because it's a nice blend of coconut and pineapple. I typically don't always love pineapple fragrances. They can come off a little astringent to my nose, but I think this is really nicely balanced. Is it like artificially sweet? Yes, I think it is. To be honest with you guys, I actually think Bath & Body Works, this is just my personal opinion, okay? The season that I generally don't purchase a lot of Bath & Body Works candles is summer. I find a lot of their summer fragrances to just be like over the top, super sweet, very artificial. And if you really like that, like, I'm not knocking you. I know that I actually have a couple of friends here in the candle community that they live for Bath & Body Works summer fragrances, and that's great for them. Personally, I think Bath & Body Works always knocks it out with their fall releases. I think they do fall fragrances really, really well. But this is nice, and I am looking forward to burning it. I could actually probably pair it with that vanilla coconut surf. All right, another candle that's been getting some hype. I've been seeing this around and I thought, okay, those fragrance notes look a little intriguing to me. This is Main Street Bakery. So I did purchase this because I do tend to like banana fragrances. The fragrance notes on here are fresh banana, vanilla wafers, and cinnamon sugar. So this candle to me, it smells like, a lot of people have described it this way and I would agree. It smells like banana pudding. You get the banana note in here. But there's like a creamy element to this, very much like a pudding element. Like you almost want to like take a spoon and start eating it. Like it's really nice. I think that's coming from that like vanilla wafer type of note in the background there. But this is really nice. Again, another fragrance that I could definitely see myself pairing with a coconut fragrance, or I do have actually quite a few banana fragrances in my collection already. That is always something that I'm looking for when I purchase new candles. I want to make sure that I can usually burn them and complement, or like that they would complement other candles that are already existing in my collection, because I typically like to burn 2 or 3 candles at one time in various parts of my house. But I do like this fragrance. Now this does have those like really thick wicks on it, but we shall see how this one performs for me. And then finally, the candle that honestly surprised me that I liked it so much. First off, I knew I liked the packaging on this. So when I saw it online, I was like, oh, I really like the packaging on that. But the fragrance notes, I was a little bit unsure of. And so I was like, well, I'll go ahead and go in store and pick it up and sniff it and see if I like it. And sure enough, I do. This is Happy Easter Daffodil Daydreams. Now this packaging with like this mint colored lid, I am absolutely loving. I love the spring floral design on here. The fragrance notes on Daffodil Daydreams are whipped marshmallow, pastel clouds, and sweet daffodil. I don't know why, probably because the name daffodil in here, I just thought that this would be a floral fragrance. But I will tell you, I smell marshmallow, but there's something like, I don't really smell floral in here at all. There's almost like a berry sweetness in the background. Whatever the fragrances are making that pastel clouds, it's very nice. Almost, yeah, like a sweet berry fragrance in the background. Now the marshmallow note that I'm getting in here is not the same marshmallow note that I typically get from a Bath & Body Works candle. So I think of like vanilla bean. I definitely get a marshmallow note from then. So I haven't burned this one yet, but this is one that I actually think will pair really nicely with a variety of fragrances. I do typically like to pair a marshmallow or a vanilla cake or a vanilla type of fragrance with a lot of florals in my collection, particularly in the springtime. So I'm happy to have this one. Really excited to see how it performs. It does make me a little bit nervous because Bath & Body Works vanilla or marshmallow fragrances sometimes are not very strong for me. Or they develop that like burning tendency. So I hope it doesn't do that. But I figured, again, I was going in and exchanging candles, so why not go ahead and purchase them? So that is it for my little Bath & Body Works haul for the last 2 weeks, I would say. This is, we'll call this my February Bath & Body Works haul. Stay tuned. Later on this week, I will be giving you my update for my February candle collection. We will see how many candles made it into my collection, how many I emptied, how many I decluttered, and then I will be able to give you a total number of how many candles I was able to make some progress on. I have made it my goal this year to probably have less than, I would say, 75 candles. That is, you know, especially for being a YouTube content creator, that's pretty lofty goals. I was making a lot of progress this month, and then I did get some items sent to me in PR, which I'm always very thankful for, but that, I don't want to say it derailed my progress, but anyways, tune in later this week and I will be giving you an update on that. I will also have my monthly empties video coming up for you. And then let me know in the comment box down below, are there any candles here that you saw that you want me to do a dedicated review on? Especially, I'm thinking that the coconut candles I will probably burn more so towards as we get closer to summertime, because I am a seasonal burner. But if you want to see either that Happy Easter or the Main Street Bakery candle, can you let me know in the comment box down below, because I do try to prioritize my burns with what you guys want to see dedicated reviews on. So if you would let me know, that is always very helpful. Did you guys purchase any more candles, or were you like, nope, I've got enough, I don't need any more? I would just be curious to know. Please make sure you hit the thumbs up button on this video if you found it helpful. It really helps me out in the old YouTube algorithm. Again, if you like this type of content, please hit the subscribe button. I want to say thank you so very, very much for spending your time here with me today. And until my next one, I hope you all go out and have a very blessed day. Bye.